Hello and welcome back. So, I didn't realize that this whole time I actually wasn't recording, so I'm just gonna quickly go over what I was supposed to have done. So, we're gonna use System Manager, which, basically allows you to configure and manage instances, on premise servers, virtual machines, and whatever other resources, but like at scale. So we're going to verify configurations and permissions, run tasks on multiple servers, update application settings or configurations, and access the command line on an instance. So I already have this favored, so we can just, otherwise you can just type it in, system manager, and it'll pop up. We're going to click on that. And what we're going to do is create an inventory so we can see what services we're using. So to do that, we're basically going to go to node management and fleet manager. Fleet manager is what collects all this information. So we can also use it to query metadata and understand which instances are running the software and configurations that our software policy requires. So we're going to go to Fleet Manager. We're going to go to Account Management here. Actually, let me do so people can see. Then we're going to set up our inventory. I've already set it up with basically the default stuff that's in here, so I'm just going to call it that. Here we're going to select manually where it says targets. We're going to select targets by manually selecting instances. Then we click on this. It's online. It's all set. And then we're going to go all the way down and set up inventory. But we've already done that, so I'm not going to do it. Now I'm going to go back to my node manager. Fleet manager, sorry. And I'm going to click on this ID thing here. Okay, this is going to give me an overview of, our instance and location and stuff like that. And basically just like the overview. I'm going to choose inventory tab. And it should list all the applications within this instance. So these are all the installed applications right here, all of these. It's a lot, right? Okay. So now that we successfully created this inventory association, basically this inventory list of what's on the instance, we can review and validate software configurations without needing to connect to each instance by using SSH. So we're going to go back into System Manager here and we're going to go into Node Management. Okay. And then we're going to run a command. Okay, so we're going to run the command. This is a predefined list of basically pre-configured documents for running common commands. Okay, so we want to look for owner. We're going to leave this at default. For target selection, we're going to pick, we want to choose them as manually. Okay, so we want to enable the S3 bucket. Actually, we want to clear it. And now we're going to run this. Basically, it's like a script. And then it should tell us in green if it was successful or not. So we're going to run it. There you go. It was successfully sent. So the command was run successfully, which is what we wanted it to do to create this dashboard. So now let's use a parameter store to manage the application settings. We're going to go back in here, parameter store. We're going to create a parameter. The name is going to be dashboard show beta features. Okay. We want to display these features. We're going to leave this as the default. The tier and the type are going to be default. And in the value right here, what do we want to enter? We want to enter true. We don't need any tags. And we're not going to create it. So now let's go here and there you go. So now we have the beta feature, which is what we just created. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go back into System Manager and use the session manager to access instances. So we're going to go back over here into Session Manager. We're going to start a session and we're going to choose our managed instance. I'm going to click on that. And then we're going to click Start Session. And now we just seen a new tab open up. And we're gonna run this command, which output is going to output the lists, the application files that were installed, a list of the application files. So we're gonna list var okay. Now we want to get the region. And then we want to list information about the AWS. Okay. So this just demonstrates how we can use session manager to log into an instance without SSH and just get basic information that we want, like the group name, group ID. We also have the ARN, the key, the session, the access key ID, and we can also verify by confirming that the SSH port is closed for the security group. And we can restrict access to this within IAM policies. We can use CloudTrails log to see the usage. So yeah, that's pretty much what we did. So again, to conclude, what we did is we verified configurations and permissions. We ran a command to create a widget dashboard for us. We can update application settings and configurations. And we access the command line on an instance, just as I did right now. So we can refresh this and it's still going and it's telling us all this. So yeah, that's basically one of the many ways we can use System Manager. And I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. And see you next time.